Today we're going to look at ordered pairs and relations. In our last lesson we were graphing on a one-quadrant grid. We graphed ordered pairs, and now we're going to go one step farther and talk about relations. Okay, on your notes you could be filling in the blanks here. A set of ordered pairs, such as, and here are 4 ordered pairs, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6, is called a relation. It's like your relationship. You're like your relations, your cousins. When you have this family, you call them relations. So this is a family of ordered pairs, and together they're called a relation. A relation, or a group of ordered pairs, can also be shown in a table or a graph. Now here's 2 words that we're going to talk about today. The domain of the relation, or this group of ordered pairs, is the set of x-coordinates. The range of the relation is the set of y-coordinates. So let's see what that looks like. Here are the 4 ordered pairs that we had listed up there, and we just organized them into a table, which means that we just put them aligned vertically, one on top of the other. We can also take these same ordered pairs and we can put them, here's the table, we can put them in a table. The first 2, 3, 2 is the x, y is the 3. And so it's really easy to organize them. You just basically copy them into the table very neatly. We can also show these on a graph by graphing them. So with 2, 3, remember we start at our origin, which is 0, 0, right down here in the bottom corner. 2, we go to the right 2, we go up 3, and that's going to be our first point. For our second one, 3, 5, we start at the origin and we go to the right 3 and up 5, and this would be right here. Then we go 4, 1, so we're going to start at the origin, go to the right 4 and up 1. 5, 6, start at the origin, go to the right 5 and up 6. Now we're just graphing these ordered pairs. These are not going to make a picture today. We are just showing 3 different ways that you can have these ordered pairs organized. Now our 2 words, domain and range. It said the domain is the set of x-coordinates. So if someone were to ask what are the domains of these x's, you just look at the x's, which is the first number of the ordered pairs. They're here, and on the graph you would just look straight down and say, okay, there's one at 2. There's one at 3. There's one at 4. That number's a little shifted to the left a little bit. And we have one at 5. So you can find the domain, which is the x values, by looking at any of these. And then the range is just going to be the y value. So when it says what is the range, they're saying what are the y's? So you look at the last number in the order pair, or you look this way on the graph. 1, 3, 5, and 6. So domain and range is just another way of saying or asking you what are the x values, what are the y values. That's all it is. So let's look at this. Make a table from these ordered pairs. So here's the table. All you do is copy them over. X is 2, y is 4. X is 0, y is 9. X is 4, y is 7. X is 7, y is 2. Can you get any easier than that? Then we're going to take the same thing and we're going to graph it. So for 2, 4, we had started the origin 0, 0, and we're going to go to the right 2 and up 4, and we could graph a point there. 0, 9, we're going to start at 0. We're not going to go to the right at all and go up 9. So our point would be right there. 4, 7, we start at the origin. We're going to go to the right 4 and up 7 would be right here. And 7, 2, to the right 7, up 2, and your point would be here. So if they were to ask you what is the domain for this relation, and remember a relation is just a group of ordered pairs. We have 4 ordered pairs here. What is the domain? All they're asking is what are the x's? So that would be 2, 0, 4, and 7. Then if they ask what is the range, all they're asking is what are the y values? And that is 4, 9, 7, and 2. Now let's see how we use these x and y values. Here's a scenario where a seahorse swims at a rate of about 5 feet per hour. Remember when we were talking about the word per? That can mean that you're going to multiply, but we don't know the number of hours, so we're going to make an equation with this. Make a table of ordered pairs in which the x-coordinate represents the hours and the y-coordinate represents the number of feet. So here x and y actually have some meaning. X is hours, y is feet, so that we can graph it. So if we were going to write this as an equation, the number of feet, so we have 5 feet per hour. So 5 feet times the number of hour is going to equal the number of feet. So here's our equation. The number of feet equals 5 times x. So to figure out the number of feet, all you have to do is take 5 and multiply it times how many hours there are. And then it specifically says that they want to represent the number of feet for 1, 2, and 4 hours. They said that x was representing the hours, so we know in our table we're going to have 1 hour, 2 hours, and 4 hours. If we plug 1 into the equation right here, how many feet would that be? We simply plug 1 into x, so y would equal 5. 5 times 1 is 5. If it were 2 hours, then we would have the number of feet equals 5 times 2, so the number of feet would be 10 hours. Then it says, how about if it's 4 hours? So the number of feet is going to be 5 times 4, which is 20. Now we could graph this. 1, 5. It said that the x, remember x is the horizontal axis and y is the vertical axis. So when labeling this graph over here, we know which axis is which because x was hours. So we can go down here and label this the number of hours. We know that y is feet. The y-axis is the one that goes up, so we know this is the number of feet when graphing it. Erase all this right here where we showed my work so you can see this word here better. Feet. And now we can graph it. 1, 5, start at 0, 0, go to the right 1 and up 5, and we're going to graph that. There's my labeling. I wrote it on the smartboard and now my PowerPoint is doing it, so I'll just erase all that. So 1, 5 is there. Then we have 2, 10. So we start at 0, 0. We go to the right 2, up 10. 4, 10. We start at 0, 0. We go over 4 hours on the x-axis and up 20 feet on the y. And we graphed this. So if they ask you what is the domain, all you do remember, domain means x. So what were the x's that we looked for? That was 1, 2, and 4. What is the range? Remember the range is just asking what were the y-coordinates, which were 5, 10, and 20. So we went over the words domain, which are the x values, and range, which are the y values, and the word relation, and a relation is just a group of ordered pairs. So all of these 3 ordered pairs together make a relation. And that's our lesson today. Oh, I want to show you on your assignment. I'm going to pull it up here to show you what it looks like. On the top part, you're just graphing your order pairs and labeling them. So on number 1, it says go to 2, 5 and label it A. So I start at 0, 0. I go to the right 2, up 5. I put a point there, and I'm going to label that A. You can do that with 1 through 6. On 7 through 14, the letters are already plotted, and you have to write the order pair. So N is right here. I went to the right 1 and up 2. So my order pair would be 1, 2. So I have my set of parentheses with a comma separating them. At the bottom of your paper, you're just going to copy the order pairs into the table and then graph them. Very simply. So 3, 7, 3, 7, 1, 1, 1, 1, 6, 5, 6, 5, 2, 4, 2, 4. When you put them into a table like this, it shows you, here's the x, here's the domain. and it shows you here's the y, here's the range. Now you're just going to plot them. So 3, 7, go to the right 3 and up 7. 1, 1, go to the right 1 and up 1. Go to the right 6 and up 5. And go to the right 2 and up 4. And that's all. Oh, this is very important. Then determine the domain and range. Now they did not show you that you need to do this on your paper, but below it I want you to write the domain equals and the range equals. For domain, 3, 1, 6, 2, so I'm just going to list 3, 1, 6, 2. And for the range, just the y values, so I'm going to write 7, 1, 5, 4. Now you have completed number 15. Good luck.